We're back. Noonam, how's it going?
Pretty good.
I can hear. I feel we're starting this part strong with a node graph out of date, rebuilding, and a loading screen. Oh
and
my
you can
goodness.
see Boston Joe phasing out of existence.
He's
never
done.
to be seen again.
Back to Boston for you, Joe.
I think we should like we haven't really done this a lot, like in previous parts where when your ally died, it was like a weird fucking title on screen. We haven't like done that enough when there's like weird glitches happening. So I think we should like pay more attention to that.
I didn't even notice it until we just saw it now, actually. Like, I said at the part Boston Joe is gone, I didn't realize he had, like, a nanosecond longer of screen time. I was wrong. I was like, oh, Boston Joe, he goes on an inch longer than I thought. And also, for some reason, you walk in here and that sets on fire. I'm like, I'm doing the anime lean right now, like the
What?
Also, not only is there a fire, there's an invisible wall there, so you can't walk back out.
What the fuck? If it was Half-Life, like, they would, like, explain why such a colorful character like Boston Joe just isn't there. Like, they kill him off or something, you know? Like, you'd exit it and, like, someone is, like, aliens kill Boston Joe.
And not to mention, like, a factory full of workers who we just saved from a gas leak is like, that's why we're here, and then they just, I guess they teleported onto the truck.
I guess they technically know how to... I guess they technically know how... That's a lucky number. They technically know how to make video games. So I feel like a guy like me should have been there and be like, hey, what if, like, we kill Boston Joe because he doesn't show up ever again, like, right now? And, like, they would have been like, whoa, Kurt, you're a genius video game developer.
Like, you walk outside and he just gets sniped, and it's, like, it's instant and it's tragic, and you're like, oh, not Boston Joe.
Give me these resources. Like, all the characters that have died, you can't just create a bunch of colorful characters. Like, one thing I can give this game is that all the characters are very colorful so far. And, like, you do
so
nothing
colorful,
with them.
I literally forgot one of them existed on my first playthrough. So, I was watching a review earlier on, and the reviewer said you can't get through this section. It turns out you can, it's just very unintuitive. You have to find out... You have to, like, clear zombies around that truck, and then it will drive very slowly around the perimeter, and now we're allowed to leave. It took me ages to find that out.
Huh.
You just have to shoot a specific amount of zombies in that truck. Well, not specific, but a certain number of zombies in front of the truck, and it will leave.
This game is just, like, ridiculously empty, also.
Yeah,
like, there's, like,
it's barren.
It's barren. Like, there's a lot, like, going on, even, I'd say. But, like, nothing that feels of any, like... A game should hold your hand a little bit to, like, show you what the fuck you're supposed to do, you know? Even Dark Souls does that.
No, this game feels downright abusive in how it's, like, not telling you what to do and then punishing you for not doing it. It's like, I don't understand what this game wants me to do at any moment.
I love these shiny boxes, though.
Yeah, it's really good. Also, wow, like, just what a room of ammunition.
Isn't this just some random factory? Why are there so many guns here?
I don't know how correct it is to complain about this, because they said we're gonna stop off by, quote, the warehouse, unquote. That's what the, Captain Harvey in that cutscene last part said to us, so I assume this is some kind of military outposts?
I guess.
I mean, it's either that, or it's really good the aliens invaded because these guys were about to overthrow America. It's like we just saved Boston Joe and his terrorist crew.
Also, where are our two dudes who survived with us? Where are they?
They are actually on this map, funnily enough. We'll be seeing them later, but... Also, I'm making a big mistake here. I'm running back in, I'm like, okay, I have to do something about these aliens. No, you don't. You're only meant to run to the end of the map. At this point, this warehouse full of ammo is way too much. It's like, it's giving me bad cues. It's like, okay, there's a bunch of ammo, so I gotta do something here, right? No, I'm meant to leave.
No, you're really battered, Snake. You should realize by now that you really don't have to go kill anyone.
But occasionally you do!
You do? Sometimes you have to kill people?
With the truck moments earlier!
Yeah, true.
We've got I'm like, I'm getting mixed signals here. Hunt Down the Freeman. That was, I think, a 5-minute long, like,
yeah, but when
there.
when you're like on foot and not like on like a moving thing, it seems like you can pretty much do a pacifist run.
Also, why is there an invisible wall here? This, like, leads to the exit just a bit faster than the route it wants me to take. This invisible wall is so pointless. It is just pissing in my chips.
I mean, it clearly doesn't want you to go there. Otherwise, it would have blocked it off.
It's so inconsistent. Like, why? Why would you give me a parkour system and then put invisible walls like that in there? Especially when they're so inconsequential. Like, what difference does it make that I take 2 minutes longer to run around the perimeter?
I feel like if they really wanted that, the barrier... Are these, like, outhouses? I feel like if they really wanted, like, you to go around, the barrier should have been probably a lot bigger. Because, like... Even without the parkour system, the regular old Gordon Freeman can jump over that.
It's not even just a matter of jump, like, he would have been able to tear that shit apart with his gravity gun and just, like, walk on through.
Well, do we get the gravity gun?
No, we never get any gravity gun or gravity gun
Too
equivalent.
difficult to develop that.
God, actually it's funny, in that review I mentioned earlier on, he did at one point mention how he used the console to give himself the gravity gun and the game crashes. Oh look, there's Nick and Adam.
Oh, they're just standing in a fucking line.
What was
obviously
taking you so long, Sergeant Mitchell?
I met the most beautiful man.
Wasn't it riveting that we had to run all that time? Isn't it so riveting, this fucking running gameplay right here?
There's so much rain. They're not even talking. At least Barney would say something stupid. They're just... Who's this random mook with us, anyway?
I don't know, I like him, though. I like him better than Nick and Adam. He's our new buddy. There. Okay, yeah, a bit late on the draw.
To black.
We really established a lot before that fade to black. So are you ready for the worst level of the game?
I love the rain effect. It's very, like, distracting. It's, like, very detailed. This rain is super heavy.
But no sound. Not making any noise, very quiet, stealthy rain. Oh, you can hear a little bit of wind. So, as I said, I've been, like ages ago in the previous part, I am playing this game on medium. We saw me checking the options menu earlier on. I'm running over here because I don't know where to go. I haven't been given any direction. I didn't cut anything out. We just transitioned from that black screen to this dock. Yep. I'm not on easy. I'm about to go to easy, by the way, for a good reason.
Oh.
But
Does the game not work on medium mode?
It's not that. I learned from a friend, and I'm not sure if I've said it, but I'll restate it now. This game is only balanced for easy difficulty.
As you do.
As you do.
You know, not the middling difficulty, the easy difficulty.
Yeah, it's only balanced for that. That's why the enemy's been taking so many shots. So, big open arena. How about just 4 hunters? How about that? How about you just throw 4 hunters at us? How about it? Does that sound fun? Does that sound fun?
It doesn't really sound fun.
Sounds... God, hunters are so bad in this game. It's... Fucking hunters, man.
There's so many hunters. Fucking 4 hunters, though.
With this game, like, you literally just don't have enough ammo in this gun to kill all of them.
Is that literally it, though? Like, you don't have enough ammo in this gun. Wait, do you have any other guns?
I have many guns. I have many guns, fortunately. This part is, like, not unwinnable in that way. Like, I could miss enough that I would fuck myself, but I would have to be, like, even worse at aiming than I am now to pull that one off. But this is our most powerful gun, like, barring the sniper. But that's a bolt-action sniper. That's not a weapon made for, like, fighting fighting hunters. That's, like, for long-range shooting. Also, I love the fact that the Combine scanners, I can blow them up and get HEV suit charges that make the noise and let you pick them up, but literally have no effect because this game doesn't have an armor bar.
I feel like at this point, they should have some, like, normal type villains. Like design some kind of proto fucking, you know, Combine, like, you know, civilian soldiers, basically. Like the CP.
Yeah,
you know,
like the
from
Metro Cop.
Half-Life.
The Metro Cop is kind of like a voluntary-ish thing, but yeah, you could have some fucking Combine troops. Like, I don't know too much about the Combine, but are all Combine troopers meant to be modified humans? Like, surely some of them are just out-and-out aliens, or is that just the advisors that are the only alien, like...
No. All of the Combine soldiers are just basically humans, and some of them are, like, mutated humans.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But a lot of them, like the dudes you meet when you first go to City 17, like all those Metro Cops, I'm pretty sure were just regular humans.
Yeah, they just signed up for the benefits or got drafted or some such. I mean, because otherwise Barney would be kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this section is so bad. So, it's not in this map, but it's in the next one where I go down to easy. Like, I was trying to be stubborn. And, like, here's the thing, now that I've beaten it, I know I could beat this game on normal. Because, like, it's not even like you have to fight, you know?
I mean, I guess except right now.
Yeah. I mean, I could run, but I'd get shot a lot in the back. Oh, it's just bad. It's just really terrible. It just doesn't know what it's doing.
Like, there's a reason why, you know, Half-Life doesn't, like, throw these guys at you, like, non-stop. There's, like, only a couple of times they show up in episode 2.
Not just that, but the environment they're placed in is very intricately made for fighting them. It's like, if you fight them, you have a lot... It's like, kind of close quarters, but kind of open. You have a lot of cover, you have destructible environments, you have props to throw at them.
Yeah, it's like placing them into like a random Gmod map basically, and like it doesn't work. It's not good game design.
There's no consideration for how they work in this kind of environment. It's way too open. And, like, because they've changed Mitchell's movement abilities, Mitchell is just not athletic enough to fight these enemies. Like, Gordon Freeman can sprint left and right, and backwards he can strafe. Mitchell can't sprint to the side. I can only, like, slowly move. So it doesn't work.
And, like, the parkour is barely useful. There's nowhere to parkour here. Like, imagine if, like, the level was designed so, like, you're jumping around and, like, hiding, you know? Like, and using your parkour to jump from container to container. That would be, like, a cool segment, I guess. But you're just some fucking dude in a goddamn shipyard fighting 4 hunters.
Who are for some reason guarding this lighthouse. So... that's the best part about this to me. That's the most amazing part of this map is, like, you have zero direction, but there's a lighthouse. So that should be like, okay, that's your landmark. Like, any player, if they saw that lighthouse, would go, ah, that's where I have to go. But the lighthouse is obscured by the draw distance. Literally, the point of a lighthouse is to be seen through fucking fog and denote land, but we can't see it when the map starts.
And there's just one random hunter just taking a shit here.
This game is fucking embarrassing. It's actually, like, even if, like, no one was giving a shit, even if this is just the most malicious scam game ever designed, it feels like you have to, like, take extra steps to fuck up as hard as they are. It feels like active effort to be this terrible.
It's like the dude was like, you know what? I'm not getting any money for this short film, so I'm just gonna sell this game instead.
So, we climb up the lighthouse, and then we're placed in this really weird map where we can't exit to the left or right, and there's a random gunship, and we can't do anything at this point.
What?
We can't do anything, because we have to wait for an event to happen.
Oh.
Why did we climb this lighthouse, by the way? Like, what was our plan?
Yeah. Something I've noticed about this game is that, like, we go from one place to the other, and there's, like, no clear, like, objective, I guess.
And then the lighthouse explodes and we fall in here. And it's also raining underwater, which is amazing. That's really hard rain. And then we have to swim to the opposite dock. I timed it. It takes a minute if you just swim in a straight line. But I didn't realize that, so it's going to take longer than a minute.
God. There's, like, no direction. There's, like...
Well, there's that fucking one random light that's your only fucking guiding clue.
Jeez.
I am, like, amazed with how bad this game is, that there wasn't some point where it was like, hey, let's have the player navigate by finding the Northern Star, but then having so much fog you can't actually see the skybox.
I'm impressed by the rain. I'm legitimately impressed by its ferocity, its weight. I wonder if it's just some, actually not even rain, but like Combine. Combine is just like, I don't know, sending down some fucking poisonous shit from the sky.
I'm embarrassed by that fucking gunship who's for a minute long as Mr. Man who's swimming in heavy combat gear. So this is where I turn the game down to normal because now we have literally zero direction. I spent more than 20 minutes just running around here.
I'm glad that the Combine care so much that they're sending, like, this one aircraft after this one dude who's, like, literally no one. Like, he's not even Freeman. He's some dude.
He's just some guy.
Yeah. It's not even, like, an interesting name, you know? Mitchell. Mitchell what? What's his last name?
I can't tell you.
Fuck it.
I can't tell you.
He's got the most blandest name ever. Like, Gordon Freeman, you know, that rolls off the tongue. You're like, yeah, Gordon Freeman.
He's the free man.
He's the one free man. Like, you fucking deified him.
Adrian Shepherd. He's the shepherd.
Barney.
Barney Calhoun. Okay, a bit weaker. But, you know, it still sounds interesting.
It definitely sounds interesting. It's not like... It's like a cool name for a side character.
Barney is like the most working class name, like, just, and he's a security guard. He's just like, this ain't no bullshit nerd scientist. This is the working man.
He's Barney Calhoun. He's a fucking security guard. He doesn't need your shit.
He clocks off. He hits the bar.
You know any other video game hero whose name is Mitchell?
Yes, I do. I know one. You're gonna be pleased that I do though, because it's like the one of the 3 protagonists from the sequel to The Getaway, and he's like the most awfully acted Cockney policeman ever. And his like thing is like, and his whole drama is he shot a child, like, who pulled a gun on him. Like, he shot a teenager who like pulled a gun. Also, Vortigons. The Vortigons are terrifying in this game. They do insane damage.
Oh yeah, why aren't the Vortigons here actually? Like, why aren't there more of them?
I mean, alright, here's the thing. The Vortigons only really appear in this map, but this map is so huge. There's an area that if you go to, it will just ambush you with, like, 4 Vortigons, and you've got no cover. And in this mod, I think they have done some mucking about with the Vortigons, because they are faster and do a lot of damage, and take a lot of bullets, so, like, they would just wipe the floor with me. So, I avoided them.
That's weird, though. I feel like Vortigon should be, like... If you're not putting random, like, Combine, like, you know, fucking, soldiers here, because, like, you think it's a little bit too soon for
the
humans,
Combine, yeah.
For them to appear. Sure, I get that. But why no Vortigons? Use the Vortigons, then.
Yeah, they're really underused. Like, I'm kind of happy they're not used so much because this mod fucks them up. But it makes more sense than a hunter.
It definitely does. Or like whatever the fuck those big burly dudes are.
Oh my goodness. And yeah, so that map took me so long because you're given no direction. You're just dropped in a dock that's way too big. And then you just have to go and find this random assortment of cargo crates and run in between them. And that's how the stage ends. And why? Like, it's the worst kind of padding. It's so sleazy and lazy, and it ignores every lesson about level design that you could ever learn from Half-Life.
But these aren't even levels. They're just, like, open arenas. I wonder if, like, some of these maps were just designed to be, like, you know, like, arena shooter maps.
That's one way of looking at it, but they don't have that flow either. They're just There's no.
I mean, they don't have to be
no routes.
good.
There's nothing.
They don't have to be. They don't have to be good at that either. But just like that's the like one way I guess they would make sense because like it's just large open areas. You'd like think that a bunch of like players going around and shooting each other would make a lot more sense here.
This map is bad. I mean, big fucking surprise there. But if you just stand here, a lot of these like combine scanners will just infinitely spawn and fly at you, but they carry health pickup. So if you want to recover some health, this is the time to do it.
What are these scanners? Where are they taken from?
I mean, there are combine scanners in the base game, but these clearly have a different model. They look more synthetic. They look like a beta model. Yeah,
I wonder if like they took it. They look like floating heads. I wonder if like they took it from like an earlier version of Half-Life or something.
Yeah, and they just decided like to make it canon in a way.
And it's just like they look bad. There's a they kind of look bad. There's a reason why.
They don't mesh with the like later Combine aesthetic of like sleek metalled machinery.
Not even. I wouldn't say Combine like it look sleek. It's kind of like cobbled together in a way. I feel. Like,
I mean, they're like angular, harsh, dark metals.
Yeah, very brutalist, fucking hard edges, you know, and like.
The earlier, like, I looked at a lot of beta enemy designs, and a lot more of them were like a melding of machine and man kind of things. Like, everything looked a lot more like the Stalker.
Yeah.
Ended up
and
looking.
like, and even these like these early Combine like scanners, they look like floating heads almost. In a way, because of their, like, oval shape, almost.
I mean, we're gonna see more of it later on. Like, this game thinks it's being clever by taking stuff that was cut out of the beta, but without updating the art design to match the abandoned art style. Like,
you know, there's a reason why, you know, the stuff that's in the beta is not in the game.
Yeah, it's not because, like, you look at it and you go, oh, this is an older version that was abandoned. No, it's because that just doesn't mesh anymore. It got refined and improved or changed just to match the game's overall aesthetic better. Also, there's a man-hack. Also, this water suddenly kills you, unlike the last water.
What? Why?
Because you're not allowed to be in this water, because that would harm the one bit of platforming.
Wait.
Oh, by the way, wait. I've got to say something. So, you can use the parkour here, but if you climb up here, the game, like, gets stuck. And I can't. I'm stuck.
Oh. Also, one thing, though, is there no, like, death screen? It just goes straight to loading?
You just limp over. I think you can click, but I think I was clicking. Also, I forgot that I had no clip, so I just did the whole level because I'm an idiot. It's like, oh, I could have no clipped out of that. I realized like 2 seconds after I typed kill. That's my bad. But you know what's really impressive about this highly lethal water? You want some real bullshit? So, my ankles!
What?
How do you fuck that up? The area that does damage is on that platform, not just in the water. They must have just made it slightly too high.
So is the water poisonous or too cold? I don't get it. What is it?
I guess our ankles just deep froze all of a sudden. Sorry, I forgot I left this in. What the
I'm sorry. I forgot that I just paused the game to scratch my balls for 2 seconds.
I apologize. You can't blame me for taking a break. But hey, look, a flare, just one shitty little flare to give us direction. The end of all this, just a flare? Are you fucking for real?
And these fucking random guys just shooting somewhere, barely doing anything.
Did they all forget to wake Mitchell up when they left the truck to get on the boat?
What the fuck is this Popeye-looking motherfucker here? What is this?
This is Captain Roosevelt.
This is another colorful character that's introduced and then forgotten, like, in the 20 minutes.
I want you to pay special attention to Nick in this cutscene.
Which one is Nick?
Nick's the Asian guy, played by the English guy. Why is he in command? Just like, why do they all part? He looks like a protagonist.
He looks like our main character, even though he has like weird fucking Ken doll arms.
Your name, young man?
He looks like an action. His body looks like a fucking action figure. What is this creepy looking dude? Look at him.
Well, I'm not as pretentious as you.
Mitchell, huh? Yes, Mitchell. A name
He looks like he's fucking... He looks so seedy. Look at him. He, like, wants to, like, lock Mitchell up in his fucking cabin. And, like, Mitchell's like, guess this is my life.
A gift from God sent to save us? Or perhaps you are God himself come to do...
So, Nick's about to pull some real bullshit right now.
He's cursed.
Wait, there's Boston Joe! He was in the background!
Kind of
What?
this.
Boston Joe! Stick up for us, Boston Joe! We saved you! Why are you letting this guy throw shade on us?
Command dies.
Everyone under his...
Sergeant Harvey.
They...
Wait, oh yeah, he's here!
But whatever happens,
Boston Joe is alive after all!
Oh, it's a miracle.
I guess.
But why is Nick like, everyone who's in charge of him dies? You've known me for like 3 minutes and they were in charge of you as well.
You and your men from now on are under my command. Welcome.
Oh, so why does Nick hate us now all of a sudden?
Welcome.
I don't know. His character 180s from this
He's
moment.
He's like, well, fuck, he's getting too much attention, I don't like him.
I don't like it.